most of the time. Okay, so I'm checking. Keep checking. Alright. I noticed as I was passing, I kind of sped up a little bit, so I'm going to bring my speed down, put these down to the posted. Now keep in mind that even if you are doing the posted, if you know, suppose the posting, the sign up there mentioned poor road conditions. Alright. There's another one. Not cleared off. Driving like an idiot on the wet, slippery roads. But as soon as those advisories come out, especially if there's a winter advisory, any kind of a weather advisory, you can be driving at the posted, okay, and still get pulled over and get written for an unsafe speed. Alright? And all it takes is for that particular law enforcement officer to decide, yeah, they didn't think the road was suitable for the speed that you were driving. Alright? Snowdrift. Alright. So like I said, if you hit that, there's a chance you can actually, and here's why, again, especially with snowplows, why it's important to make sure that, if that person's plowing your driveway, got to remember they can go after you as a homeowner, okay, or the renter, whoever hires that person to do their driveway for them. Make sure you clean it up, because if this tire were to hit that drift, it could easily spin the car. Alright? Especially when you're doing, well, you don't even have to be going all that fast. But just, if you're moving, it's easy to spin a car if it's icy. All things considered, I mean, they actually did a pretty good job at prepping these roads out. Thumbs up for New York State DOT, guys. Speaking of which, there's one going the other way. Pretty much everything I've driven today, I think, other than there's probably just that one stretch back a little while ago, where I made a turn and then made that left. Yeah, other than that, I think that everything else was New York State taking care of business on that one. So, this will be another one of those examples, okay? So up here I'm going to have kind of a steep turn going into the city here. Alright, I'm going to be dropping my speed, pull back on the shifter, and get that lower gear, okay? See, I don't necessarily need to hit the brake. Alright. Now normally if the weather's, if it's clean and dry, I won't be too worried about holding that lower gear. But what I'm going to do up here, I'm going to actually use that lower gear range again, drop it down, okay, down to manual or low gear. You'll notice the RPMs and everything step up, and you'll actually feel the car starting to drag down a little bit, starts trying to slow down. Although not mechanically correct, but pretty close. What you're doing is